Folks, I just literally found out a little while ago that Willie Mays passed away today. And those that know me know that I'm a big San Francisco Giants fan, and it was because of Willie Mays. When I found out that one of the greatest players ever was playing for the Giants as a youngster, when I saw the catch, Willie Mays over the shoulder, running out in center field, running for forever and tracking that ball down. When I saw that and I found out he was a Giant, I was a Giant fan. Frisco, I'm from California, I became a San Francisco Giants fan. There was no one else like Willie Mays. Of course, I never got to see him play per se because I was a lot younger than that generation, but I saw all the old stuff on him. How hard he played, how hard he ran. He was one of the greatest home run hitters of all time, and I wanted to react to this. John Miller just did a tribute to him. I haven't seen it yet, so I wanted to watch it, and we react with it together. This Raw and Uncut, I'm a little down because this is one of my heroes growing up. Of course, the godfather of one of the greatest as well. Another great power hitter as well, greatest players of all time, great hitters of all time, Barry Bonds. Let's react to this. I hope it's a good idea.
A baseball legend, an American icon. Willie Mays, the Say Hey Kid, was a true giant of his time. Born in Westfield, Alabama in 1931, Mays began displaying his athletic prowess at an early age. Before he even graduated high school, he was playing center field for the Birmingham Black Barons of the Negro Leagues. In 1951, Mays emerged as a rising star for the then New York Giants. He won Rookie of the Year honors just 4 years after baseball's color barrier had been broken. For the next 23 seasons, his achievements would cement his title as one of the greatest players to ever play the game. In New York, he dazzled crowds at the Polo Grounds and led the team to a World Series championship.
Here's a long drive, way back in center field, way back, it is.
His charisma and joyfulness were infectious. He was often seen playing stickball with kids in the neighborhood. When the Giants moved west in 1958, he brought his exciting brand of baseball to a new audience in San Francisco. Making impossible catches, speeding around the bases, launching home runs, Willie's showmanship and style were undeniable.
Here's the pitch to Willie. Swung on, hit deep to left. That one is way back, way back, way back. Well, that's goodbye. Number 600 for Willie Mays and the bye-bye baby bonanza.
He was one of the greatest home run hitters of all time, with an incredible 660 career homers, even though he missed nearly 2 full seasons serving in the Army during the Korean War. He played in 24 All-Star games, tied for the most in National League history. He won 12 Gold Gloves and 2 Most Valuable Player awards. But his accomplishments off the field were also impactful. He remained a presence in the Giants clubhouse after his playing days, mentoring hundreds of young players. Forever a kid at heart, he also committed himself to supporting underserved youth throughout the rest of his life. Willie's impact echoes throughout the baseball community, from the tree-lined promenade of Willie Mays Plaza to the halls of Cooperstown. And in 2015, he received the Presidential Medal of Freedom to honor his remarkable contributions to our country and its national pastime. As baseball endures, so do Willie's values of consistency, dedication, and courage. With an indelible mark on our hearts, he leaves us with a lasting reminder to work hard, and find joy in this great game and this extraordinary life. Say hey, Willie Mays, the best there ever was.
Yeah, I didn't know if that would be a good idea or not, man, but you know, I get choked up like that because it's like part of me dying. And what I mean by that is like all my childhood, right? So many of my wrestling legends, so many athletes, and then family members, my grandparents, my mom, my dad. And it's like everything that came before me that gave me that foundation and made me who I was and who I am. I meant as I was growing up, is like all gone. It's all leaving. And this was one of the, you know, figures. Like they say, athletes are role models, and maybe they shouldn't, but it's because us youngsters like us, when we were young, we had guys to watch like Willie Mays, to watch old video of him, right? And watch old games and watch the way they played the game, the way they conducted themselves as men, gentlemen on and off the field. That's why I liked him the most, because he was just a humble guy, and he was the greatest, you know, possibly the greatest right-handed hitter of all time, if not one of the greatest hitters ever, period. And then his godson is probably the greatest. Crazy, right? Willie Mays, thank you for what you did for me as a kid and intriguing me into the game and the Giants. My condolences to your family, to all your fans. Barry, the greatest hitter of all time. You'll be missed, but your mark on the game will never ever be forgotten. May you rest easily as a Giant, not only in sports, but as a Giant in the history of the world.